Lactantius De Mortibus Persecutorum, Episode 14. Unde illum quidam deliri credunt esse translatum ac vivum reservatum, sibil la decente matricidam profugum a finibus terrae esse venturum, ut quia primus persecutus est, idem etiam novissimus persequatur, et antichristi praecedat adventum, quod nefas est credere. Unde, Lactantius begins, referring to the previous portion in which he spoke of Nero's persecution of Peter and Paul, whence quidam deliri, certain crazed persons. Quidam deliri is masculine, plural, and nominative. Certain crazed persons believe, credunt, and this introduces oratio obliqua, indirect statement, which takes an accusative subject and an infinitive verb, and here it has two accusative predicates, translatum and reservatum, along with a modifier, vivum. Certain crazed persons, quidam deliri, believe that he, meaning Nero, esse translatum, was carried away, and he was kept, reservatum, alive, kept alive. And now we have an ablative absolute expression, Sibylla de Kenta. Sibylla de Kenta is feminine singular and ablative, and as I've said, it's an ablative absolute. De Kenta is a present active participle from the third conjugation verb dico dicere, and it also introduces oratio obliqua or indirect statement, with the syllable saying or prophesying, that's how we might take de Kenta, that a mother killer, matricidam, this is a masculine singular and accusative noun. It's a noun of the first declension, a masculine first declension, that a mother killer, a matricide, who was a fugitive, esse venturum, would come a finibus terrae, from the very ends of the earth. So, according to some, the Sibyl prophesied that a mother killer would come, and certain persons who are crazed believe that Nero never died. He was carried away, and he was kept alive. Lactantius continues describing this theory in order that, because he was the first persecutor, primus persecutus est, because he was the first persecutor, the same person, idem, masculine singular nominative, Nero, would also persecute in the last place, novissimus, referring to the end times. He would also be the last or final persecutor. Persequatur is present subjunctive with ut here showing purpose. And not only would he do that, but he would praecedat, he would foreshadow or precede the arrival adventum of the Antichrist. Antichristi masculine singular and genitive. And then Lactantius sums up this theory with this phrase, something which, quod nefas est, it is forbidden to hold or to believe. It's very common that a neuter singular, here this is nominative, but a neuter singular would summarize an entire paragraph or sentence, summing up an entire idea. Nefas here is an interesting word. It is cognate with the verb for, fari, which is a first conjugation deponent verb, which means to say. So if something is nefas, it may not be said. Latin also has the expression foss est. It is right, it is proper, it is permissible, it can be said, in other words. And the English adjective nefarious comes from the adjectival form of nefas. Over here on our right we have, of course, this scene from the Sistine Chapel of the Cumaean Sibyl who prophesied to the Romans.